Hey guys, this is AJYT Abbott and welcome back to another movie review. This is going to be my review of Joker, one of my most hyped for movies of 2019 as seen in my video last year. This video will contain spoilers, so if you haven't seen Joker, leave. Alright, oh my gosh, there is so much to talk about in so little time, because I try and keep these a little bit short. Um, Joaquin Phoenix is the Joker in this movie, and he has a absolutely ecstatic and fantastic performance as the Joker. And over the weekend, we are going to break down, or not, well, not break down, but rank all of the Jokers. You know, Cesar Romero, Jack Nicholson, Jack Nicholson, even the Lego Movie Joker. So yeah. Anyway, this movie is super creepy. There's a lot of stuff in this film that will give you, spine-tingling feelings. Um, and you're this movie is a psychological journey through the mind of Arthur Fleck, and as he transitions from Arthur to the Joker, which is a flawless transition, by the way, especially in the final scene during the Murray show, you can see the change between Arthur and Joker as you're living, through his eyes, not literally, but you feel all of the stuff that gets thrown his way. The trauma of finding out, his past and that his mom's lied to him, and then the fact that Sophie, Zazie Beetz' character, was never involved in his life. There's like bits and pieces of him on dates with her. There's one scene where he just walks into her apartment and starts kissing her and they make out, and I presume do a little bit of something else. But yeah, it's not real. It's revealed to not be real. She never was involved in his life, which is upsetting. Um, this storytelling is unlike anything else. Like I said, you feel every hurdle that heads Arthur's way, and the rise of him in Gotham City, his fame for being the Joker and starting these riots by killing the three guys on the subway station. You just see a tremendous change, within Gotham due to his actions. And those actions lead to the death of Thomas Wayne and his wife, of course, Bruce Wayne's parents, which I thought was perfectly tied in. That was just such, that was just, it was already a perfect movie, just that cherry on top right there. And I just really was so blown away by, that scene. It comes out of nowhere almost. I mean, it's not even him that does it. It's influenced by him though, because one of the rioters does it. And I mean, it was just perfectly done. He shoots him, and the blood is on Bruce's face, and then he shoots the mom, and yanks the pearls off of her. That classic thing. That was just done perfectly well. Um, the Murray Show with Robert De Niro as Murray, it was fantastic, and just the acting from Joaquin Phoenix in that scene is just amazing. Cause he's like, what do you get when you take a mentally ill patient, and put him in a society that doesn't care about anything or anyone? You get what you fucking deserve. And he shoots him. And oh man, that was just fantastic. Oh my gosh. That's probably my favorite scene of the film. Besides the final scene where he gets arrested, he's in the cop car and it gets hit, and the protesters drag him out and sit him on top of this car, and he stands up and does the smile thing from the trailer where he uses his hands and lifts his cheeks up to make a smile, and there's like blood coming out of his mouth because he's in the car accident, and there's just a whole mob of rioters that are on his side and essentially are the Joker's army now. Those guys that are punching you in the Arkham Asylum games? Yeah, those are Joker's guys that are pretty much in this movie. And, he's in the mental institution, and he kills the interviewer, or the person that he's talking to. And he just sings one of the songs to her, mouths it. And then he goes and he runs out. And, after some patients are running too from him, which is just great. I just think that if they do make a second one, it is going to be awesome, because he's going to have this whole gang of Joker, clown guys behind him, and they have clubs and guns, of course, as seen when they kill Thomas Wayne and his wife. But damn, yeah, the only thing that I can think of this movie that's bad, and it's really hard to think about what's bad about this film, is that it takes a little bit to get going. It moves slow at some points. There isn't that much to say about this. I mean, it's just sort of slow in some moments, and it really is only in the beginning where he's, slowly becoming the Joker. It's while he's still Arthur. But once he kills the guy on the subway, the three guys on the subway, and you start getting more into that psychological side of him, and then he just starts going crazy, and he's to the point where he's stabbing people in the head and just pushing them against the wall and just banging and crushing and just screaming and just, oh man, and laughing, dude. He has a mental illness. That explains why Joaquin trained by looking up mental illness. Arthur, the character, was beaten up as a kid and has mental issues, which is why he, has that laugh, and he laughs uncontrollably, which is great, and also adds a very softer tone to this already, dark character that you couldn't really think of anything softer like to think about him, but they throw in that as a mental disability, for sort of a sentimental thing and also a madness thing that explains his slow descent into it, to the point where half the time you'll swear that the mental debility isn't what's making him laugh. He is literally laughing at what he has done. Joker gets a 10 out of 10 simply because of there's one line in the film, or one little conversation with Murray. It's on the Murray Show, and he's like, "Is it fun? Do you think it's funny that you killed those men?" He's like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Do you think killing is fun?" And he was like, "Yeah." And he laughs, man. He laughs after he shot Murray, man, which is just the icing on the cake for this film, because it was just pure, just shock and awe as you see Joaquin Phoenix just put his all into it, man. Heath Ledger, was nominated for the award. I forget if he wins or not. It's been a while since I've, really watched any of the Dark Knight movies, The Dark Knight and The Dark Knight Rises, but I forget if he wins or not, won the award, but Joaquin definitely deserves an Oscar this year, if not at least a mention or a nomination at least, because his performance in this, it is phenomenal. And there's already Oscar buzz for him. Only if he gets nominated, it's going to be hard for me to choose, because Robert Downey Jr. has Oscar buzz for Endgame as well. But honestly, I might just have to go with Joaquin Phoenix. The Joker was amazing. Let me know what your thoughts were on Joker. Thanks so much for watching. Goodbye.